Oh, welcome. Men Dun Jia Forecast using 十家起盘 for 2018 务虚年. I use yearly 年家起盘 before. Do once forecast. It's still quite accurate, but I found that 十家起盘 is more dynamic lah. Okay, that's all. Don't worry, this video is very similar. The contents are the major 90% of the contents here is the same as the previous version in Mandarin. Okay, I afraid because somebody understand Mandarin more than English. Okay, but for the sake of more people to understand and share of this knowledge to all, I have decided to do it in once more in English. Okay, and add in more information, improvised. Okay, before we start, I just want to highlight this Chinese character Xu. As we know, Wu Xu Nian is the Earth Dog Year, okay, for Chinese calendar, okay. But if you zoom in this Xu character, you notice that it is actually a straight line, horizontal straight line across, okay, and it's not Shu, and it's not a dot up, 不是点上 okay, Shu, okay. These two characters are totally different characters in Chinese, okay, and Su, right hand side this character in blue, Su, okay, usually used with other Chinese characters to describe protection or defense of borders of a country. For example, 戍卫边疆 or 卫戍营, okay, etc. Using military terms, okay. But this is not the most important, okay, just to highlight. Because we Chinese ourselves also make such mistakes. Wrong means wrong, I have to highlight, okay, whether you don't like it or upset, okay. Wrong means wrong. What is Men Dun Jia? Men Dun Jia was first used, formulated, okay, by Huangdi 6,000 years ago, or 5 to 6,000 years ago, and together with his prime minister of the time, Feng Ho, okay, using Long Jia Shen Zhang. Okay, later we'll come to that a bit, history background. Okay, first use was for what? Emergency use for military warfare against Chiyu. Okay, of course now we can do a lot of divination and even some fate readings. Okay, we have 飞盘、转盘、阴盘, and we must do 超阶自论. 超神阶气 means 超阶自论. We believe in 一气伤元. Okay, 伤元 is the same as your 风水, 伤元风水. Okay, 上元、中元、下元, upper, middle, and lower periods, something like this. Okay, and my school of thought that I learned from Master Liu and 白鹤一人, okay, was 自论法 and 转盘法. If people ask you, you say 自论法 and 转盘, that's all. Okay, the details, okay, how to erect the hourly chart will be shown in the other video. The same day I will launch this video. Okay, you can go to my video 德生风水. You just type 德生风水, you can see already. Okay, or my Facebook also have. The other type is the 猜谱法. Okay, which is very close to 八字 user. Okay, very popular now, the most popular. 自论 is more for traditional one. 5 days, die 5 days. In Singaporean terms, we like to use die 5 days. 一元, okay, one category change. And 奇门遁甲 we have 阴局、阴遁 and 阳遁. And also 内盘、外盘. This one is detailed already. Okay. The third one is 茅山法. But 茅山法 I am not so very familiar. I'm not familiar. I only heard that master say the timing lah. They don't care the season one. They only the time reach, they just change. Something like this. Okay. But anyway, these are the three methods that available in the market. Okay. Some are mixture of 自论 or 猜谱, I don't know. Okay. But for me, since I learned 自论转盘, I just follow. Okay, it's up to you. Okay, now 奇门遁甲 not only 十家棋盘 okay, the free apps that available in the market that you simulate, okay, most of them are only 十家棋盘 the hourly. Okay, we have yearly, monthly, and daily. Okay, yearly can use to forecast year. I used to forecast year 1 year, which is not is accurate to a certain degree. But I found that I've decided to switch to the hourly. I find it more dynamic because I found that since that we have 立春八字, correct or not? Then I use the 立春八字 to simulate the hourly method, and I did a forecast for past few years, and it's quite useful and accurate. Okay. Okay, of course, monthly and daily is for monthly. Let's say you want to know roughly which month to travel to which direction is more auspicious. Okay, in general, you can use monthly. Daily is like our date selection. But at the end of the day, if you want to open door, enter house, we still need to, or especially when you open a retail shop, uh, main is very important. The main entrance door is very important. You still need the time to enter to open what, correct or not? 及时对. So end up you still need the hourly. Okay, let's do some background history. Although is this methods are by calculations. Okay, is comes from Taoism concepts. No choice. Okay, but I'm very sure that it's very religion friendly. Don't worry whether you are Christian, Muslims, or Catholics. Okay. Legend says that okay, there are a few legends. This is the most common legend. Okay, 九天玄女. Okay, in Taiwan, they believe that this lady deity is a bookkeeper of the heavenly secret. So you see the circuit, red circuit, right? The pile of books in traditional Chinese way. This is how the Chinese pile up the books. Okay. Called the 龙甲神章. Okay, which involves talisman, making of advanced weapons of the time, making of formation, backward formation, etc. Okay, and the formula. First start is not they don't name it 奇门遁甲. Okay, but slowly they formulated out. Then slowly 奇门遁甲 these four Chinese characters come out. Okay, after that. Now Huangdi and Feng Ho was the one who first used. Okay, based on 龙甲神章. Of course, Lady Deity very busy in the heaven. She sent her subordinates down and bring the knowledge to into Huangdi's dreams. Then when Huangdi woke up, he jotted the information and discussed with Feng Ho and all the clever people of the time, and they formulated all the things, all the weapons, all the knowledge and talisman knowledge, everything. Okay, and the most famous weapon was the south pointing chariot, right? 指南车. And finally defeated the stronger enemy, 蚩尤. Chui was described until he is like an alien has 8 Chui has 8 arms. I don't know 三头六臂 假西郎. So in 奇门遁甲, 甲 is represented by 皇帝, right? And the direct crash by element is 艮. 艮 is the 七杀 of 甲木. Okay, but now we don't talk about the season. Okay, so just the basic touch. Okay, and all these people are just militants who believe to use 奇门遁甲. Okay, and many more. Okay, Liu Bowen was the minister who helped to rise the Ming Dynasty. Okay, about 500-600 years ago, with Zhu Yuanzhang. Okay, but his rank is not high, only third class like that. 陈义博 Wang Gongbo, he's only like third class like that. Okay, but he is very good in anti-corruption. The emperor likes him a lot, but he purposely don't. The emperor don't give him high rank. Okay. So anyway, doesn't matter. He is my master's Liu's ancestor. Okay, Master Liu is his 22nd, one of the branch, 22nd, what you call that, generation. Okay, they have the 族谱 one, they have records one. Okay, it's not bluff one. Okay, thanks. Next. Okay, before we start erecting the real chart, okay, I need to explain a bit on this 助人法 and the 神 okay. Because I found that for beginners, I found that in the market for Androids, okay, there are 3 or 4 apps total available, and only one app so far can show the so far I discovered can show the 地盘神, so-called 地盘神. Okay, actually for us 刘氏, okay, we don't use so-called 天盘神 or 地盘神 terms. We only use 神, but if you want to differentiate, we are using the so-called 地盘神. Okay, if you want to differentiate, actually we don't have such differentiation. Okay, so it's not a mistake when you erect the chart using your free apps. Most of the chart you bought or you upload or you download, you install in your mobile phone or in your PC, they are using the 天盘神 or even 智论 or 菜谱. Okay, some software they have 智论菜谱飞盘, no problem. Okay, but they usually don't show the 地盘神. Okay, because they formulate that way. Now, what is 神 in Chinese? As most of you already know, Chinese character have one character can have a few meanings. Okay, the first meaning in our daily life, we do prayers for traditional Chinese. Okay, whether to the ancestors or during the Qingming or the deities or group of deities. Okay, so deities is actually 神 in Chinese or for the first impression. Secondly, it can also means mysterious force or spiritual influences, which I think is more appropriate in 奇门遁甲. Why? Because we don't want to make 奇门遁甲, although it comes from the theory of Taoism. Okay, we don't want it to be not so friendly to all religions. Okay, whether you're Christian, Muslim, or Catholic, etc., it doesn't matter. So I think spiritual influences are more appropriate term to use. Okay. Third meaning can means your mental health, 精神, 神经, 精神病, mentally health, mental spiritual health also can. So there are a few explanations. Okay, doesn't mean one character means one meaning. Okay, this is the complexity of Chinese language. Okay, for example, this is okay, people like example, this is the chart that will be erected, okay, in the normal way. It depends on your app's programming. You can have a lot of information within all the pakwa, okay, all the 8 sectors, but minimum you shall see this chart erected. Okay, this chart is actually representing the later trigram applications or the 8 directions, right? I presume most of you already know. Okay, I put at the south, the traditional way, the south is on top, at the middle square there. Okay, top middle square where you can see the 腾蛇, 天柱 and 景门, right? That is the south sector. So it means that directly opposite it will be the north sector. So the rest of the 8 sectors you all can find out already. Okay, this is the traditional way of erecting the chart. But of course, if you want to erect the chart using a circular plate, it's up to you. As long as it is correct. Okay, it's up to you. But for me, I follow tradition. Okay, because it will be very confusing for me lah. I'm not so clever. So for example, this chart is Yang Baji, erected based on the Li Chun time, okay, using the hourly chart method, 十家起盘 of 奇门遁甲. So luckily this year 2018, when I say this year means coming year 2018, 戊戌年. Okay, this is the 八字立春, the early spring, the first day of spring, okay, which falls in the 4th of February 2018 at the hour of rabbit, 癸卯时. So since we are using the hourly chart, we look at the hour, stem and the branch. Okay, 我们就看10天干, 10辰的天干，还有10辰的地支，癸卯，癸 the 10th stem and the 4th branch. Okay, 所以癸卯这个 combinations 呢 which is under 甲午辛旬. Xun is like you know, this leader carry a flag like a tour guide. Follow me. You look at the flag, something like this. So which means, at this point of time, the 子府 is something like the leader. You can read my book. Okay, it's like a leader will reside at where the 地盘天干辛 located at. Okay, in this chart, it is located at, okay, this circulated in black, okay, is the lower heavenly stem, 地盘天干，或者是你要 full name 就是地盘十干，十天干呐，lower heavenly stem. For most, I use a more familiar terms because some of you learn 八字 using this type of terms. Actually, we suppose to use the proper 汉语拼, but for the sake of non-Chinese, no choice I use. So pardon me. So actually, it already determine your 子府 location. Very simple. This is your so-called, most of you who have learned or learning 奇门遁甲, your so-called 地盘神. But to us, we don't differentiate so much. Okay, it's up to you. It's up to you. Straight away, we know the sun is here. That is why our master told us, sun, okay, cannot be kidnapped together with the stars. Okay, of course, how you erect, how you fly, it is very similar to your flying star. How you fly the heavenly stem around the chart is very similar. Okay, but I'm not going to go through all the details. That is a Yang Ji. Okay, so the sun will go clockwise. So later you see the next slide, the actual slide, using the 流式神术, you will see 子府 at the southwest, at the center. Okay, you will not see 太阴星, 太阴神, sorry. So normally the second row is the stars. In this example is 天星, Xing, okay, the stars. And the third row, the minimum requirement you need all this is the door or the gate, 门, which is in this example is 死门, death gate. Okay, after you locate all these things, then you locate your 天盘, 十天干. Okay, in this example, I take the same thing, Xing at the 天盘. Okay, you fly until southeast sector. That is why your 天盘神, okay, this is your upper heavenly stem. That is why your 天盘神, 子府, is at the southeast sector. Your computer only program the 天盘神. It never program the 地盘神. Only so far I saw one Hong Kong free apps. You show, it's up to you whether you want to show the 地盘神. So it doesn't matter if you have the apps only show the 天盘神. It's okay. You just refer back, do the reverse engineering, reverse back to see your 天盘 heavenly stem is what. In this case is Xing. Okay, the number 8 metal, yin metal element. Okay, you just refer where is the location of the 地盘十天干. That is the 地盘神 already. That we are using it. Okay, unless I go and create a software using our methods. Okay, as most of the software they are programmed this way. 好 I have to tell you all because beginners they don't know. So they happily upload the free apps software, then you simulate. Hey master, your software supposed to be 太阴星 leh. How come you write 直符 wrong already? It's not wrong. Okay, this is our concept. Okay, thank you. Next. 好有很多人不知道那个号码是什么，对不对？So for this video you are lucky. Okay, for those missed out in the Chinese version video, you can refer to this. This is what it calls the number. Actually, it's just like a max lah. We have tabulated. Okay, it's just like max substitution. Okay, you assign numbers to all the Singmen. Very straightforward lah. You can see the first horizontal numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. No 10. Okay, 0. And the columns. Okay, you just see the first row column. Okay, the first column is the 数代表数 ，OK，八神、九星、八门、仪棋，仪棋 means 六仪 and 三棋 ，OK， and the second column is the number 1. So when you see 1 in the first place, because the arrangement is in such way that it is arranged in 神星门 and 六仪 in the chart. Okay, you just watch my video, the other video, how to erect the chart, you know already. Okay, you just take this table as reference. That means when you see the first number in a square, in a palace, okay, Gong, it means 神 1. Let's say you see 1, 1, 1, 1. It means 直符, 天蓬 and 修门. Okay, then 物 then if bottom is 1 again, then 物 like this. Most probably this is 符音局 lah. Everything not moving. Okay, something like this. Then all the combinations you can 配合. Okay, just like that only. Okay, you don't see 甲 why? Because 甲 as I say camouflage under the 六仪. Okay, 甲子戊也是巡守巡守。乙呢是日期，丙呢是月期，丁是星期，所以乙丙丁是三期，奇门嘛。就好像他们是皇帝甲木的commando special force logistic 啦management 啦 military 啦这些叫 formation 嘛把他们也是有被 trap 的，也是没有用的有时候己呢是什么甲戌己，也就是甲戌旬等一下我们 the other video 有的，我们只是跟你介绍一下甲申庚，甲午辛，然后甲辰壬，然后最后一个就是甲寅癸啦，因为甲一定是配那个什么的嘛六甲，这就是六甲神六甲是配阳的嘛，因为甲是阳嘛，它不可能有甲卯没有的嘛，没有甲卯OK 就是这样然后 example 就是这样，比如说你起了 normal 你起了腾蛇、九地、天星、金门，对不对？戊丁那个九地不要管它了，因为那个九地是天盘神，我们是用所谓的地盘神，所以腾蛇是我们去看一下腾蛇八神是2第一个号码2是腾蛇就腾蛇咯，就告诉你那个是腾蛇。第二个号码是什么是6，我们就看九星，6是什么？天星星然后7第三个号码7，它的号码不可以乱跳的一定是要神星门，然后六仪。OK， 7是什么？门门是第7是什么？金门然后一是什么？我们看一是戊就是甲子啦，甲子戊。OK， 最后一个号码4天干哪一个就是丁奇就这样所以一定只有5个号码。第一个号码是神，第二个号码是星，第三个号码是门，然后最后2个号码就是六仪啦。OK， 有时候是期啦日期、月期、星期都可能的。OK， 那个九地不要管它，因为九地是天盘神。 我们不管的。好 ，next。Okay. Now we come to serious. Okay, now I use the hourly chart. We write the 八字 of 立春. There are no arguments for 菜补 or 自论 or even 八字. Okay, unlike last year 2017. Okay, it's very clear cut. 立春arrives 2018 February the 4th around the hour of rabbit. Okay, Singapore time. 农历12月19日，立春卯时，十家起盘。Using the Liu's family numbers. Actually, they are the same. Okay, nothing special. Just substitute only. Okay, so this is the 八字 of 立春. The colors already tell you the elements already. Okay, 戊戌年甲寅月丁卯日癸卯时. Okay, no argument. Because it's not 子时. Okay, in 奇门遁甲 they don't recognize. Last time the theory of 夜子时 night red or the early red hours were not established yet. Okay, we are not going to talk about this. Okay, just touch up 八字 a bit. You see this month. Okay, H1 Jia is very strong. It's directly sitting on its roots, direct roots. Okay, and with the support of hidden water and wood. You see, Mao. Okay, 2 E4 两只兔子在那边，很强啊 very strong this H1 甲木. Okay, when 甲木 in spring is so strong with roots, this is a very huge tree. So the element first thing you look for is not wood, it's not earth, it's metal. Because metal H7 根 right 平时go and chop H1 right. Now H1 wake up already. You see, so strong. So 根茎的朋友要小心哦。Anyway 那个是八字this is 八字。The first kena is H7. It's not the earth it's the metal, because metal normal time bully this wood, right? Now wood wake up already, so strong, so the metal will be hurt. Okay. Anyway, okay, this is the basic 八字. So we based on the calendar record. Actually, we can count one not only calendar. We just make sure it's correct. It's 阳遁八局. Okay, despite whether 自论 or 菜补. Why I circle the hour stamp 癸? Because this category is called the 五步一时. Straightforward means hour stamp controls day stamp despite the strength. Okay, it's not 八字 theory, it's 奇门遁甲 theory. So 五步一时 usually we don't use for 占卜. Okay, and this category is not very auspicious. It will face many problems especially to China. Okay, but China will be very prosperous. Later we see. I think they can solve So what is 天显其时? I have a live case. I did a divination. Okay, and it shows 天显其时, asking a lady's health. How is it? She's going to die, and 天显其时 still die. Okay, so what? So what does it mean? Okay, example. Today is a auspicious day, 黄道吉日. Okay, auspicious time, auspicious place. You play games or you're having a war. Play games, basketball games. Okay, sure got one team lose or one team win. Okay, so the winner team is auspicious. The loser is not so auspicious, right? But nobody dies. It's still okay. It's just a game. What if the team win, but one of the basketball player dies of heart attack after the game? Is it auspicious or inauspicious? Again, right? So, auspicious day in general, auspicious time in general, auspicious space in general. To some of people, it's not auspicious. Same time, got people live. Same time, got people die. Okay, that's the meaning. Okay. Now, okay, it's very straightforward. The traditional letter trigram pakwa. You can plot, as I mentioned, you can plot into circular, no problem. Okay, but for me, traditional Chinese way, I use this chart this way. Okay, all of you are very familiar already. Okay, for my style, okay, I have to highlight and stress that this is not how the Master Liu taught us to read the chart this way. Is I learn his methods and concepts, then I practice, I try using this method. Okay, because I think of the 八字. If 八字 can use Li Chun to read the year's fortune, why not I use it in Men Dun Jia? And it works. I can tell you it works. Okay, because I tried at least for the past 2-3 years already. I think minimum 2 years. It's quite accurate. Okay, it was posted in my website, but it's only paper. There is no video. Okay, so that's why I would like to share with you this concept. Okay, before we start, we just highlight Sangsa Wei is at the north sector. Okay, but to be exact is Sanghui seasonal combinations. Hai Zi Chou. Okay, Sangsa means 节煞, 灾煞 and 岁煞. Hai, northwest sector towards north. Okay, Zi is the full north. Zi involve 人 鬼 the full north sector 啦 kena 啦 because of dog year. Okay, dog and horse are buddy so the direct enemy of horse is rat lah, so rat kena lor, 三煞位. Okay, 岁煞 is ox. So pig, rat and ox next year. This coming 2018 year. Okay, 三煞位. Your door facing all this, you have to see look already. Okay, but it's not our topic discussing here. I just show you only. 太岁 Xu, and the very opposite is 岁破方, crash 太岁. So just see look. Okay, center. Last time in ancient time, the emperor will like to know the year's fortune. Okay, so I also follow him. I use China as a center. And now, because China is very important, I think I use China as the center is the best. Same thing as though it is in the imperial courts in ancient time. Okay, so central indicates the central government, the China. Okay, later we show you the map. So what we get is 16834. Okay, just now I already say already, right? In the previous slide, the first number is the Shen. One is 知府 lah. The second number, the sequence cannot be anyhow change. The numbers must be in sequence. Okay, so 6 is the Shen, 武曲星. Okay, the third number 8 is Shenmen. Okay, number 3 is Bing. Number 4 is Ding. You can just refer to the previous number allocations. You will know already. Okay, how I erase the chart is not shown here. Okay, you can go to the other video, but I'm not using this example. I use another example for even better for you all, right? Okay, so I mentioned already, the 知府 is at the southwest sector. Then is Yangdun 8局, so we just go around. 蛇, you see the first number 子蛇, you see 1 2 3. 太阴. 和 is not 6 pair. Okay, it's just a name. It's like Tang A Gao. Doesn't mean Tang A Gao is a dog. It's the name of a person, but his name inside got dog. Okay, don't laugh. People with name dog and cats are very rich. I can tell you last time in the 60s. Okay, this one actually why I put pictures. Okay, the center picture, by the way, is the deity from Taiwan temples. 元始天尊 very high ranking deity. The Taiying number 3. Okay, in the northwest is the goddess of moon. Taiying is actually like something like moon. Okay, in 奇门遁甲 is considered auspicious lah. Not so bad, not so bad. So. 白虎, you see number 5. The first number we don't want to see number 2, the snake. Okay, which is nightmare, is fickle-minded, but is smart also. Snakes are very smart. Okay, remember that. Oh, smart people in the West. Uh, 白虎 5 is very fierce in the northeast. And by nature, 白虎, the white tiger is by nature fierce matter, similar to Ken. And some more in the northeast is earth element. Earth, some more is 金库. You see 岁煞丑丑乃金库也. Okay, so I hope nothing major happens. 玄武 we also don't like in 奇门遁甲. You see the character, the tortoise walk in front, occasionally must communicate with the snake. But also you can say is afraid the snake will bite him at the back. So it indicates 偷偷摸摸 stealth, fugitives, also fickle-minded, or theft, all these things not so good one. 九地 number 7, right? Again, all the numbers are in sequence. Don't jump around the numbers. Okay. The first number 神, second number Sing, third number Men, and the second and the last 2 numbers are the 六仪. Okay. 九地孙子兵法常于九地之下，善守者. Later we'll come to that when we go to the southeast. The last one is 九天. 九天 8. Okay, is not earth. 九天 is not fire element. Okay, is metal element. High out, moving metal. Moving metal. Okay. An electric fan made of metal also moving. An electric car on the road also moving. Airplanes, a satellite outside space also moving. Rockets going to space station also moving. Okay, we must change according to our period. You must think 5,000 years ago there's no aeroplane. Correct or not? Okay, good. So now we look at the first thing, the most important thing, China. Okay, we cannot ignore China now because it's very important, especially to us Southeast Asians. Sorry to say that. Okay, because I use this method, I stress again. Okay, normally this chart, okay, this is the world map. Of course, we know that the Earth is round, so-called round lah. Actually, is look like a potato from NASA photos, right? Everybody knows already. It doesn't matter. But usually we open up the map this way. Okay, it doesn't matter. So we overlay the 24 mountains on China. In ancient time, especially the Han Dynasty and the Tang Dynasty, right? Xi'an, the city of Xi'an is the center of China. But for me, I take the current sovereignty of the People's Republic of China as the reference, because times has changed, right? The world map is changing, so we are doing the divination for this era. So I use the modern map to do the divination. Okay, so the north is at the top. Okay, the rest of the sectors you all know already, right? The 8 sectors. So I take the center, not to scale, but it's very clearly indicated which portion of China is east, south, southeast, right? For example, east, okay, is regarding Korea, Japan, and over the Pacific Ocean is USA, okay? Although USA is a Western country, but we look at the map this way, is considered at the east side, okay? Although the earth is round, okay, but we look at this way, okay? Because the west side will be the Middle East and part of India, and further now will be Europe. That's all. And the south, of course, is Cambodia, Myanmar, Laos, Vietnam, and Thailand, and coming down to Malaysia and Singapore. Okay, this is how we divide. Okay, north is Russia and outer Mongolia. Okay, northeast is between Japan and Russia issues. Okay, northwest is actually right Russia area already. Okay, something like this. Okay, just a quick one. Okay, the Tai Sui. I'm not going to explain anymore. The crash is directly. So all these areas, just take note. Southeast is Fujian or Taiwan, part of Taiwan. Okay, and the north are the three killings in year 2018. So Russia maybe have some problems. Okay. Details I'm not sure. Okay. As you can see, okay, in this picture, okay, I just indicate the more critical one. Okay, there's the white tiger, as we know, is at the northeast sector, right? And the east sector, you can see the Xuanwu, right? The Xuanwu is the tortoise and the snake, right? You look at the figure, you can say that they are having communication, but you can say that they are, you know, suspicious of each other, right? They are supposed to be friends, but you see the head and the head, right? Why the tortoise supposed to walk in front, right? But he scared the snake will sabo it, right? And most importantly, also the West are important, Middle East and the European countries. We cannot ignore, you know. Actually, in fact, nowadays the whole world we cannot ignore because it's very close due to the modern technologies. We are very close to each other already. All the internet website, right? Unlike last time, okay, there's no telecommunications. It's very difficult to know, right? So you can see directly opposite east and west. They are not so good, right? You just look at these animals. You know already, snake, white tiger, Xuanwu, right? The tortoise. These are not very auspicious sign. Okay. And north also are the three killings. So be careful. Russia. So now we look at China. As from the previous slide, we can see the numbers are 16834. Now I explain to you. Okay, 1 means 知府. Okay, you can refer my book or in any other information from the website or other people's book masters. Okay, up to you. So 1 is 知府, which is very grand. 知府 means like your god lah. I don't use the word god lah. It's like your mysterious force, which is the most powerful. Okay. Usually it is auspicious, but if it falls under an inauspicious combinations, it can be worse. So, but this combination is very auspicious. Okay. Number 6 means what? Okay, we talk about number 1 first. Number 1 means, as I told you, okay, their income. Okay, don't worry about all these Chinese characters. It just means that the green dragon is moving. Okay, so it's very auspicious to see number 1 in the first character. Okay, money is coming, people are celebrating. Okay, 6 and 8, the second and third number is usually together, but you can explain separately, but it's okay. I usually don't want to waste time. 6 is actually matter element, okay, which is 天星星, the star, number 6, right? Star number 6, you all know, is like your wealth, your leader, right? So it's very grand, led by the government. 8 is Senmen. Senmen is earth element. Senmen, all of you know, okay, in 奇门遁甲, Senmen means what? Profits, money, good feng shui. So 168 It sounds like a Chinese Cantonese tone, 一路发, right? So it's also very auspicious, but it has nothing to do with it. I need to stress, alright? It's just that the assigned number just nice is 168, okay? It's nothing to do with it. But this combination 6 and 8, although are very auspicious, 168, because 8 is earth element. China is central is earth, right? 6 is money also, right? 8 is money, 6 also leadership, leaders money also, metal, right? Your gold and silver are made of metal, right? 1 is very grand. So normally it represents the one belt, one road situation. Should be materialized in 2018. Okay? That I can think of on the current situation. Okay? You must remember these wordings were written maybe 50 years or 100 years ago, right? And situation changes, so we must base on the current situation to use some of our knowledge and common sense to do the forecast. Okay, but 6 and 8 are even numbers, so two even numbers together sometimes you give problems. So in general, although it will be smooth and grand, and we can see a lot of money putting inside. Okay, 8 is sermon is a lot of money, and 1 is very grand. I already said, right? But because of these two even number together, even number means the yin, right? Yin and yang, yin. So may have give some problem. And you can see the east side not so auspicious outside China, right? The Korea, right? The North Korea problem child. Japan also under USA, together with USA also problem, giving problem, right? And South Korea now has changed the new president. We shall see how. And also northeast, right? White tiger. So the Russian and the Japanese may give problem. Okay, this is external problem, potential problem. The internal one in China, they may have their own political problems, but I don't know about China so well in the communist way. Okay, so I cannot say it, but the situation tells you there are some problems. Though in general, auspicious. Talk about money is good. Okay. The last two numbers, 3 and 4, is actually H3 and H4. Okay. It's actually the fire elements. Okay, in 奇门遁甲, fire elements are the helper of Jia, right? H1, right? Jia is the commander. It's like the good guy, like the 皇帝, right? And Gen, we all know 八字, right? So the 七煞 of Jia is what? Gen, what? So Gen in 奇门遁甲 is a bad guy. Okay? Something like this. But don't confuse with 八字. Okay? It's not 八字. So don't worry. Okay? So the bad guy, you need the fire element to control the bad guy. So H3 and H4, the ping and ting is like buddy, is like the special force command by H1, right? That's why in the chart you cannot see H1. You can see all the rest of the 10 heavenly stamps, right? But you cannot see. So that's the thing. I just want to say, every auspicious events, they are deemed to have some inauspicious happening. But it doesn't matter because the auspicious is stronger than the inauspicious. Okay? Or it's like our Tai Chi. You just think of our Tai Chi symbol. In the black, there is a white dot. In the white area, in the black area, there's a white dot. Same thing in the white area, there's a black dot. So this is like a situation. For example, if white area is considered auspicious, then there's a black dot inside. So no choice. Okay, it complies to yin and yang theory, right? So whether you like China or not, or maybe you say that they are hypocrite or whatever, it doesn't matter. It really helps people. A few years back, they already started to build infrastructure, especially in Africa, right? And try to pull out their civilians out of poverty instead of occupying them. You can say maybe they have some plans behind the back. It doesn't matter. But they use good Chinese traditional ways of making friends, right? To help others instead of invasion, right? This is the matter of fact. Whether is it hypocrite or real, it doesn't matter, because actions speak louder than words. Okay, so the creation of AIIB led by China, okay, it will be easier as long as you use your country's name. Okay, you can most likely borrow the money, and but of course use on areas of building your infrastructure, right? So that China's good can go to the rest of the world, and the same thing, the rest of the world can come to China. But the details, I think they have to fight, because until now not so clear, especially the Europeans. Okay, they may not agree 100%. But anyway, British, to be surprised, okay, the best friend from with USA, the British was the first country, Western country, right, who joined as the first member of this One Belt, One Road uh, uh, category. Okay. Okay, details we don't go further. Next. Okay, we are selfish. Okay, we are Singaporean, Malaysian. So we look at the south first. Okay, just now we overlay already, right? So we look at the south sector of China. Okay, which countries outside China are south? Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, plus minus. Come down Thailand, come down Malaysia, and finally Singapore, and finally Indonesia. You go down further is South Pole already. Okay, that one we don't care already. Most important is Malaysia and Singapore lah, for us. But we must see the world situation. As I mentioned, now it's not alone already. Don't say that you are ASEAN countries, then we do have many problems one. Or we have to see the face color of China, okay? Whether you like it or not. I'm telling you, okay? Sometimes I don't like the Chinese also, okay, in the north. Sometimes but people have good and bad. You cannot say, oh, everything in China is bad, okay? Okay, the first number 8. As I mentioned, the first number is Sun, is 九天. 九天元神属金. Okay, is a metal element, but in fire sector. This metal element is not like the white tiger. Okay, it's more tame. But so if you want to perform, you have to use your wisdom and intelligence. Okay, don't be impatient, because 九天is represent this number 8 represent what? Impatient. So when you talk verbally, use your wisdom. Okay, hardworking, we still need hardworking. No choice. Okay, everybody, whether you are smart, work smart, or work smarter, or intelligently, you still must be hardworking. Okay. You make use of people one time, two time. The third time, I think people will whack you. Okay, unless they are willing to let you use. Correct or not? Okay, the second number and the third number, usually I combine it together. Okay, it's the combination effect of the stars and the gates. Okay, 天时人和. Okay, the human and the heavenly chances. Okay, just one word. Chinese. One thing I like about Chinese ancient texts or so-called poems. Okay, very short. It tells you a lot of things. Okay, these 8 characters, Chinese characters, tells you to take note of, to consider. Okay, the our predecessors' wisdom. That's all. Okay, in order to rule a longer period. Okay, the rest you can read from the slide. That means try to be modest lah. Okay, don't think that you are now very advanced and very clever already. Okay, see look, cooperate together. The last two numbers, 2 6. Okay, 2 is actually H2. It's the same thing lah. The second follow the 10 heavenly stems that we know. Okay, the 10 heavenly stems and 12 early branches you have to study beforehand already, because this Men Dun Jia is more advanced level already. Okay, you cannot tell everything. So it's actually by element is wood attack earth. Okay, and we know that H2 here, E, is the 日期. Okay, the 3 commandos that helps Jia Mu. Right? Remember 皇帝, right? Is the H1, the Jia Mu. Okay, Yi Bing Ding. Okay, H3, H2, and H4 are the 3 heroes, 3 commandos. That helps the commander Jia. Okay, but in this case, this one of these commando enters his grave. It means what? Although you are one of the best, but you are now in prison. Grave means in prison, not really die lah, but it means you cannot perform lah. is in prison unless you meet with Kaiman or Summon. Kaiman is like open gate. You just imagine a commando being captured in a cage. Unless people open the door for him, then he can escape and perform. Okay, but in this case, too bad he didn't meet the Kaiman or Summon. So how? Without your commander help, your commando kena captured already. So you have to find help from outside. Okay, this is the common sense. Your helper being locked up already, so you have to find other resource. What? This is common sense already. That means you 外国人才啦, you help get help from overseas lah. Okay, actually no need to see lah. Singapore is doing this but too many our original citizen complain. Also government slow down lah. Government slow down, no choice lah. If not all cry father, cry mother. But a lot of jobs Singaporean ourselves don't want to do already, right? Cleaner's job, who want to do? You send your kids to university, end up doing cleaner job, cab driver, right? People also not happy, Can not say cannot right? You ask them to do, they also don't want to do. You ask your kid to clean the toilet with shit inside, you see whether they want to do. So do not, in general, conclude, do not be too arrogant. Speak properly. Okay, you see what happened in Singapore, challenge China. You can say China is a bully lah. So what? He bully you. So what? What can you do? The problem is what can you do? What can the world do? Okay. Now we need is what? Stabilized environment and money. What? Everyone got money. Who wants to fight a war? War is spending money and kill people. No. You look at USA. What happened? Correct or not? So like it or not, we have to deal lah. No choice. The rest you can read yourself. Okay. Sometime our ancestors wisdom from our mentor, senior mentor, you know who some already passed on already, right? Sometimes you play back their videos. Listen. Don't think that you are new, a situation change. Sometimes you go back to their wisdom, can solve your problem. Okay? New doesn't mean good, Just remember, new HDB flats, okay, contractors do the tiles, wall tiles, floor tiles after 1 year guarantee, pop out. Huh? My old HDB flat last time I used to live in, never pop out for 23 years. Never pop out. Do one time only, right? So new doesn't mean good. Metal in water place. In fire space. So metal cannot attack by fire. So anything that moves made of metal, something like aeroplane, vehicles, anything lah, anything that we can think of, okay? Because I'm not expert, okay? The phenomenon say so. That's all, okay? Not necessarily aeroplanes, okay? I'm just saying moving metals that moves, okay? And for persons, okay, try to be patient because metal and fire, okay, fighting each other, so you'll be more impatient. You're already impatient, you'll be more hot, more impatient easily. Oh, so just avoid that. Try our best. Try our best. No choice. If we are very hot, we go outside. Cool down first. Okay? Take 5, take 10. Never mind. Oh, don't rush into fight. No use one. Of course, we must look at our opposite direction. Okay? Some of us may say not necessary. It's not necessary, but to me, our neighbor who lives opposite of us, which is door to door, or very close, especially now the new HDB due to land issue. The passageway, the common passageway, maybe only 1 meter or 1.2 meter, or no, even a condo apartment, right? If your neighbor kill murdered inside his own unit, it's okay. The police can settle. None of our business. But if your neighbor so near you, opposite you, having a fire alert, right? The fire spread very fast to your house, you know. So you cannot say you ignore that, right? I mean, I based on this concept lah, right? Correct or not? So we still must know what is the reaction from the north. Of course, from Singapore, from China is the reaction of Russia. Okay, 六合 means cooperation. There will be more cooperation, but there are disasters seen lah. Okay, 灾杀. Okay, because of the 3 killings. Okay. Then don't provoke Russia. Okay, because there's a 7 there. Okay, 7 as I say is a gun. We don't want to see gun. Okay, that means we can cooperate. It means what? We can cooperate, but be fair to them. Be fair to them. Okay, and same for Singapore. If we are talking about Singapore, okay, direct north of Singapore is Malaysia. But we don't forget that Singapore north is not only Malaysia, it also Thailand, it also Cambodia, it also Vietnam. And most importantly, it's still China. Okay, Russia is a bit far from us because got China buffer ma. Okay, so I just 备注 in Chinese 一条大路虽宽广，物极必反，莫忘怀. Okay, the meaning of this statement is we can have a very wide road to share, okay, but if you are assigned with this your own lane, keep it your own lane. Don't go and step over other people's lane. Okay, it will spell disasters. Okay. Next. Okay, now we come to the east. Very important. Okay, to us and to the Chinese. We, as I say we are not directly involved, but it will still involve us because we are close to US and Japan. Okay, and issues on North South Korea also. Now the new South Korean president come out already. Okay, but I can tell you US influence on them is still very huge. You cannot just break off like this. Japan no need to say, almost 100% depend on USA. No choice. So when you see 6, the first number as I told you, okay, by nature is tortoise swim in the water, is water element, okay, but is it in the east sector? East sector we know is a wood element. Water nourishes wood, okay, so it supports fighting and doing things in a fickle-minded way, okay. What we worry is the second and the third number, okay, the stars and the gates or doors combination. 龙争虎斗，两败俱伤。9 is 天阴星 which is a fire element, okay, in the wood space. Wood support fire, you see. Wood support fire, never mind, and water crash with fire, right? Your elements theory come in. So don't provoke lah, in my opinion. And 3 is Sangmen, okay, which is also wood element. It's a duplicate star, duplicate doors in this category. Okay, I didn't say it, but it doesn't matter to me lah. Duplicate means even, okay, stronger. Sangmen Sangmen is for what? Is to hurt people, right? Sang in Chinese means hurt, but it means what? Asking for money. Okay, so most probably USA is asking more money from South Korea and Japan again. Japan will comply, but they have their minimum, they have their red line also lah. You ask them to pay so much money, I don't know what happen. Then if they don't want to pay, then what will USA do, right? So will Donald Trump be stabilized? Okay, the way he talk, right? Even Europeans also don't like him. Okay, so advice in ancient text is 麒麟凤凰喜相分，上阵有方得吉祥。What does it mean? Kirin, okay, Kirin is a deity animal in Chinese legend. Okay, 凤凰 is a phoenix. Legend says that Kirin and this phoenix is not happy with one another. Okay, although Kirin looks like dragon, okay, but it's not dragon. So the situation is very clear. They don't like each other, okay, so you don't force them to come together. And the second statement, 上阵有方, that means your good administration methods will at least keep peace. Okay, if your administration, there's no, you cannot forecast the mind of a person just like that, okay, but you can know based on their characters. Okay, this is what it means. Already advise you to do the correct way. Okay, if you go against the so-called the heaven's will, disasters will spell, that's all. And the last two numbers, again, 6 is H6, what? Earth, in Earth, right? 9 is actually H9. Now you know the numbers already, right? Very simple. So Earth controls water. Okay, in 奇门遁甲, Ji is called the 地网. 地网高张, that means earth net. Earth net means a trap lah, or in general it's just a trap. So there are traps to fall in. It's very dangerous. Okay, a sign of rape and flood. So it will be messy. Not really rape, but it's a phenomenon of rape lah. It means it's very messy, you know, in the east. Japan, USA, all this again. Okay, and very dangerous because I saw 9-3. Okay, please don't fight. I don't know about North Korea lah. It's very dangerous. Okay, all these things will come out. You see, Xuan will also represent fugitives. Where you want to do? Where you want to escape? To China? Or to South Korea? Or to Japan? Impossible, right? Most likely 99% the fugitives if there's a war. You flag to China, what? Right? South Korea maybe flag to Japan or USA. I don't know. Spies around, you see. Very dangerous, huh? This one issue is smaller case compared to war, okay. Or possible happenings, okay. Again, we look at the opposite. We saw snake, okay. So beware of the external influences. Doesn't mean comes from the west, it's just that a phenomenon that not so good. You yourself is Xuan Wu, then you see the snake from outside, means pressure from outside. Also messy from the west. Possible from the west, but it's the phenomenon, okay? So do it correctly and respect one another to keep the balance, Okay, China won't allow you to break the balance, okay, because of North Korea. Very difficult because they have sacrificed so many soldiers in the past, in the 50s, okay, died so many people just to keep the north and south, okay. But to the Koreans, they want to unite, so a lot of problem okay. Next, now we come to the west, Europe, Middle East, okay, no need to say already. And in internal of China is Xinjiang, also problem child Xinjiang, okay, where the terrorists are of the Chinese terrorists, Muslims. Okay, but of course I declare not all Muslims are terrorists. Please, don't twist my words. Okay, don't see a loophole and twist my words. We see the snake. We know already, just now. Okay, so is it stable? Not so stable, what? Right? Snake. The original element is combinations of fire and earth in the west sector. You see, fire and earth although support matter, right, but fire there, this is a warm, a hot earth, okay. You attack hot earth cannot produce good matter, put it this way, right. So a lot of disputes. You see snake, nightmare, disputes, okay, ever changing mind, but no choice because the east, right. You see Donald Trump, I don't know what happened to him, I have to see his parts. Don't create chaos can already, okay. Combinations of 1 7 also not very auspicious. One is what? Tian Peng Xing is water element. Correct or not? So you see this very sad. And the third number is 7. Right? 7 is what? Tian Zhu. Sorry. One is Tian Peng Xing. Third number 7 is what? Jingmen. Metal element one. Damages, injuries, lawsuit, quarrels, surprises. Right? Jingmen also what? Military. Fighting. So us advise not to deliberately create problems. Don't complicate any issues. But sometimes you see the problem comes from the east, which is the USA. Okay? Give them problem, the NATO, okay, giving Russian problem, Russian giving them problem. You can see already. Later we come to Russia, right. 7-2 also not so good, although it's a combination. You can see 7. When we see 7, as I mentioned, it's not so good already. But 7-2 is a 5 element, 5 stems combination, right? So it advised that keep low profile, okay? 以退为进. Sometimes you need to retreat a bit in order to advance. This is the art of war, okay? You still have chance to retreat because of the combinations of this metal and wood, okay? We know already, right? H7 and H2 in 十天干五合 is 合 Wood is being absorbed inside the metal, but it's very dangerous. So you know when to retreat. Doing what, I don't know. All the leaders should know themselves. Sometimes to retreat in order to advance. This is the art of war. You have to learn. Okay. So now we see back. You see, wood element what? So be careful. You know which friend I'm talking about here, right? It's very obvious already. Okay. Because of benefits. Okay, their own benefits. They can twist their words. They can have double talks, right? It's very normal for politician, but we don't want to see. Nobody want to see war for nothing, especially in the west, especially in the east. Okay, west we are not directly involved, but it affect us. Okay, in the east even worse. So please control ourselves. Okay, don't sell each other. Okay, we are all friends. Oh, but in front of benefits and money, I think difficult lah. I can't do much. Sorry to say that. This is a big issue. It's not uh, something that we can make decision alone. Even the president themselves or the prime ministers themselves. I mean, no choice one. Doesn't mean you're the president and prime minister. Sometimes you cannot pass through, right? Oh. Okay, now southeast sector, right, of China. Internally is Guangdong, Fujian. In history, many times the southeast or east of China, right, always have rebellions against the central government. Okay. Now mainland China is united, so now we can see Taiwan and the Philippines, right? It's not always happy with mainland China, okay? But internally, I think that they do have some problems, oh, but the communists use their national flag using what color? Red color. So southeast is wood element, right? So wood nourishes fire. Fire nourishes earth. It's a buffer. So fire is a good buffer. But of course, you cannot be too hot always. You must use a bit of water, okay, to cool down. But anyway, this is out of the topic. Now, okay, actually, the Philippines always openly, okay, declare. Sometimes they are not happy with Chinese actions, especially on the South China Sea issues. Okay, because now they are weaker in military, navy, and weapons, and also finance. Okay, so recently they want to buy weapons from Russia, right, or China, right? So next time, I think when the Philippines are stronger, they may have enough strength to deal with China. Okay, they may change their policies and attitude towards the Chinese. Okay, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, it's still early. Now they have terrorist problems, right? Okay, the first number 7, 9地, okay, which is the earth element. Earth is soft, but earth at the southeast sector, right? Southeast is wood, so we can say wood control earth, but it is more likely to be, I put it this way, grass, wood, right? Taking advantage of earth. Okay, so that means uh, it will behave like earth, modest, uh, but domineering, and usually it indicates low profile, or on the surface is is modest and courteous, but sometimes the route that you have chosen may not be clear. Okay, this is the general impression of 九地, the earth element. Okay, 2 is a problem star. It's actually 天瑞星. So 4 is 杜门. For this category is a duplicate 门. That means 福音局啊，门是福音局. Okay, in Chinese. But I'm not going to discuss this. So 2, 4 is actually earth and wood taking advantage of each other. Okay, especially wood controls earth. Okay, and number 2 is our signal star. So we have to take care in the southeast region. Okay, the combinations of 2 and 4 is regarding money. Okay, try not to spend unnecessarily. Okay, for the Philippines, sometimes they no choice. They have to strengthen their navy, army, weapons. Right, they have to spend some money. No choice. But for Taiwan, they spend. Is it necessary? Okay, it's another question. Okay, so advice is use money with care, especially the money doesn't belongs to you. The money belongs to the country or the state. So a sign of purchasing more weapons. Okay, so advice not to spend money unnecessarily. Of course, you want to strengthen your army, is your military strength is okay, it's normal, right? As you grow stronger, right, you need a stronger army or navy to protect yourself. It's okay, but we need to see the situation. Okay, when we are sick, please seek for the medical assistance or attention, the proper one, the correct one. Okay, don't anyhow take the medicine. It may worsen the situation. The last 2 number is 80. 80 is actually the metal with water element. Okay, as we know, the 8th heavenly stamps is Xin, right? 新家鬼, 天牢华盖, 日月无光, 日月失明. Okay, it means the sun and the moon lost their brightness, not so good already. Okay, the sun represent what? The righteous, right? Steadiness, righteous, brightness. The moon represent softness, right, and kindness, right? But both are being blocked. Okay, so similarly, if easily falls into the heavenly net. Okay, heavenly net. So what it suggests is don't anyhow move. Okay, in Singlish, don't anyhow move means doesn't mean you cannot move. It means that it indicates that when you do any huge, big decision, major decision, important decision, which will affect your country or your state, please consider it and discuss with the people. Okay, this is the suggestion, because the last sentence, 报心得宠，动则有灾. Easily your decision will bring you to bad situations. This is the meaning. Okay, 0 is actually 10, but there is no 10 in the numbers. Okay, there's only 0 to 9. Okay, so don't fall into the traps of others. And again, we need to see the reaction from northwest sector. Okay, the northwest sector is actually your opposite neighbor, which is mainland China, especially to Taiwan. Okay, so we can see number 3, 太阴 of the sun. So 太阴 represents what? Represents the generosity towards you. Okay, I believe that towards the students or businessmen of Taiwan, as long as you don't say you are not Chinese, I think they can accept you. But again, you can see that northwest is your 太岁方 and your 劫煞方. Okay, 劫煞 is like rob your wealth. Okay, And Tai Sui, we know in Chinese always say that don't touch the head of the, don't dig the head of the Tai Sui. Okay, you are asking for trouble. You see the situation now. You think that you are strong? Can you be stronger than mainland China? Maybe you say that mainland China bully you, but that is the fact, whether like it or not. Okay, at this point of time, at least the Philippines now, they think of a way to strengthen, to improve their life first. But now they have terrorist problem, or they need to solve first, and they are not so rich, and they don't even have a proper air force or navy. So it's not immediately you can solve the problem. Okay, it takes time. It takes 5 years, 10 years after you bought the weapons. Even you have the money to buy the weapons, you need to train with the weapons, right? Then slowly, maybe you need 5 to 10 years, no, to really have a feel of your force. Okay, it's not so simple, right? So we all know, okay, nowadays, because times has changed, okay, a very influential country called China now, especially to Southeast Asia and Asian countries. Okay, so she can be nice to you, but as long as you have a common understanding that she required, especially towards Taiwan. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, the rest I don't want to talk so much already. Okay, actually are all common sense. Okay, next. The last one. Okay, actually previous year forecast, okay, for 2017 Ding Yu Nian, I separated. So this video is longer because I combined already. Okay. For those who want to fast forward, it's up to you. Okay, you just want to see a portion. Northeast is Russian and Japan issue lah. Or we respect from China, we see it's a white tiger. So Northeast, we know that is a earth element, and someone is a metal pot 金库如果是财库就好了，不过可惜这个就好像那种七煞库被打开，哎呦 you see fierce aggressive never gives up. This one no good. Okay, 4-8 4 is 天府星, 8 is summon. Then you how come summon so many place? So this combination means what? Gem gem. There are issues that they are gem, but they are very united with high fighting spirits. So don't go against the Russian directly lah. Somehow you must give face They have the father of bombs well, they are not worried, you know. Okay. Zero one, water, wood combinations. This one combination is quite auspicious. Okay, it's good for signing of contracts, etc. Okay, you can get assistance. Probably his buddy lah. Now is the most influential buddy. I think is China already. Okay. More friends than enemy for the time being. Okay. Okay. Of course, we need to see southwest. Although it's Zifu, doesn't mean I told you already, right? Zifu doesn't mean it's auspicious all the way. Okay, Zifu, in this case, because its combinations are not so good, so it means obstacles, and it's not small. Okay, so hope that Russian don't fall into the trap set by Japan, or have huge conflicts with NATO's, all this. So anyway, this type of thing we cannot stop lah. But just hope that they control a bit lah, control a bit. Okay, details I don't want to say so much already. Okay, we completed the cycle. Okay, thanks for watching and hope that you enjoy the video. Okay, it's just a sharing of knowledge. Okay, I did not earn any money from y'all. Okay, so whether you're upset or agree with me, it's okay. It doesn't matter. Okay, and don't worry about this picture of Buddha. Okay, it's nothing to do with Men Dun Jia. Okay, 就这样啦。阿弥陀佛，Om Hum. Thank you for watching.